Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and we're going to take a look at some more ticker symbols that were in play today. Okay, first up was JNUG. Okay, looking at the gold miners, junior gold miners bull 3 times here. Nice move on RSI above 50. Want to see the 50 level hold. Fasto is now above 80. You got a bullish crossover here on ADX with plus DI crossing minus DI to the upside. If the green line can cross the black line on the upside, that'll be another signal that the chart is building strength. If you look here, there's this downtrending channel. Currently, JNUG bounced off the bottom of the channel, similar to back here, where the last time it bounced off the bottom of the channel, it worked its way back up to the top, and that's exactly what it's doing here. It's close to the top of the channel right now. That is the descending red resistance line here. Um, and which is lined up with the 50-day simple moving average currently at 2320 and the upper Bollinger Band at 2267. Those are the key levels to break. Okay, now if there's a close above both of those levels, you could see a run up to the 100-day simple moving average at 2897. Okay, failed to break 50-day simple moving average resistance, and you could see a pullback to the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, so yeah, nice move for JNUG this last few days. It's been on this nice rally. We'll see if it can turn this middle Bollinger Band currently at 1785 into support. If that level holds, a new uptrend should begin. Look at all the green volume bars in a row. Huge volume behind the move. There was a P-star bull flip and a MACD bull cross on both time frames. Okay, let's take a look at PACD. Okay, PACD here is heating up with you got currently RSI above 50, so that's always a good sign. You want to see RSI above 50. That's a signal that the chart is strong. We've got Fasto up here above 80. Plus DI is breaking out on ADX. That shows the bulls are in control. And so what's going on in this chart is there was this really long downtrend, and then a base was found down here around 160. That bottomed out, and then now there's this new uptrend that has started. Notice right here on what is that? On the 5th of May, there was a close above the middle Bollinger Band, and that signaled the start of a new uptrend. And now the next key level broke today, which was the 50-day simple moving average at 196. That was a very bullish development. Notice it had been tested a few times and failed to break. So the close above is signaling more upside potential. The next key level to break is this prior support zone. If it can get above that, we're talking about a run up here to this high close back in March. And if you can break that level, then the 100-day simple moving average at 278 will be the target. Okay, so the key right now is to turn the 50-day simple moving average at 196 into support. Failed to hold that level, and you could see a pullback to the middle Bollinger Band. There's a nice uptrend starting here. It looks like it should continue as long as support holds. Volume is still light, so keep an eye on a bullish volume spike. This has had some good volume back prior, but right now it is fairly light. Okay, so let's take a look at another stock, CBRIQ. This is an OTC play. It used to be trading on the big boards, and it's been delisted. It formed this falling wedge pattern, and then on Monday it bounced and it closed above EMAs 4 and 8. That was a signal that it was in play, and then now it's worked its way above the middle Bollinger Band. And so there was a bullish close today above the middle Bollinger Band at 0.035. That is the key level to turn into support. The EMA 13 is just above at 0.037. That is the key level to break. If we can break above that, we're looking at a run up to the upper Bollinger Band at 0.52. Okay, so if it can turn this middle Bollinger Band into support, it could get a new uptrend going and possibly run much higher. So we'll see what could happen. Don't want to counter chickens before they're hatched. First things first, it needs to turn the middle Bollinger Band to support. As you can see back here, there's a big gap on the chart, and so the top of the gap is always a big target, along with the 50-day simple moving average. But this really needs to just first break the middle Bollinger Band, turn it into support, and possibly get a new uptrend going. There was bullish crossovers on MACD, and then now you've got PSAR. Notice PSAR, the green dots closed right there at 0.036, and that is once it breaks above that level, these dots, notice how these dots have been above the candles this entire time, will flip below. And so that is a big bullish signal that there's a change in trend. We'll see if it can continue. You've got Fasto now above 50. That's really heating up. And RSI just broke 30 for the first time in many weeks. Okay, so that's another bullish signal that the chart is heating up. So, keep an eye on CBRIQ. Been alerting it for the last couple days. It's been following through. We'll see if it can continue. Okay, let's look at CYTR. This is another one that caught our eye. Kind of a similar kind of play with the, it had this downtrending thing going on here, riding EMA4, resistance lower. And then today there was a bullish development. There was a close above EMA4. When you get multiple candles riding a key resistance level lower, when there's a break above, many times it's a signal there's going to be more upside potential. Now it needs to get above EMA8, and then there's multiple moving averages right here. There's a convergence of moving averages. If it can get through this zone right here, and the top one is the 200-day simple moving average at 0.491. If it can get above that level, then it could really get moving. So let's see. That would put a run up here to the middle Bollinger Band. And notice the middle Bollinger Band is lined up with this gap. There's a gap here. This is the bottom of the gap, and this is the top. And so you never know if it gets moving, it could possibly run up and fill that gap. Okay, so keep an eye on it. 8, 13, and 5 MACD is pinched and starting a bullish crossover. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video. If you like this chart, check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. Thank you.